Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Tatum out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Irving at the point guard position. And so it's the West getting on the board first. Embiid kicks to Tatum. Off target from outside. Curry against Leonard. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Doncic.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now, here is Irving. And the pass to Embiid. Off target from three-point range. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. We spoke about the defensive end, oddly enough. Now, in past All-Star games, as we know, defense isn't given much thought. But he thinks the players on this team are so competitive, they may take pride in their ability to get stops. That sounds inconceivable, guys, but I guess we'll see.
Thanks so much, David. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Irving from long range. Jokic grabs the miss. West All-Stars off to a quick start here. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
LeBron can't get it to go. Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. 6-point game. And the shot is good.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
James looking it over. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. James. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Zach LaVine's checked in for the East. Free throw good, LeBron. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Irving with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Antetokounmpo passes to Jokic. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, in the paint, Jokic is dominant because he can hurt you with the pass or with his scoring ability, and he knows how to position and assert himself in the paint area.
Now, here is Irving. And Beal gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Curry with the three. East grabs the miss. Now, here's Irving. Now the dish to Tatum. For three, Levine. No good there. Great D that time from Giannis. Curry passes to Doncic. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Embiid with a screen on Curry. A nice shot by Irving.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Now here's Curry. Antetokounmpo kicks to Doncic. From downtown. And the West hit again from deep.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Embiid. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Irving finds Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. So the West ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for the East. Vucevic checked in for Embiid. Julius Randle comes in for Tatum. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Conley in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Brown. Simmons passes to Brown. Back to Simmons. Clock at 6. The three from George. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Mitchell against Brown. Levine wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Simmons has got the ball here for the West. They lead by 11. The kick out to Sabonis. Pass to Paul. Some nice passing here by the West. Back to George. Brown outside. From the arc. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Mitchell passes to Conley. And the basket is good.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Ball against Conley. The three. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Paul.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Conley. Vucevic up top. He's covered by Brown. And Levine, here we go. Floats it up for Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Just another way Randle can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
Paul dishes to Simmons. And here's George for three. And the West hit again from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. That shot off. It'll count. Doesn't go that time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the West All-Stars. They lead by 13. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the West All-Stars.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
LeBron James is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Paul George. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Paul finds James. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Off a hot feed right there, LeBron, automatic.
Here's Harden. Gobert with the block. And here is Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. He said, sharing the ball is contagious. Everyone feels confident and knows they'll get touches, which makes the game fun. And that can build chemistry on a young team. Kevin?
And David, we know how important that is. And we thank you for your report. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. From deep onto the Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Harden. The East trail by 16. He kicks it to Irving. quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the paint. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
No, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. So for the West, Jokic has checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Stephen Curry subbed in for Paul. Tatum, he's checked in for the East. In the corner, Irving with it. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Irving's got 8 points.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Here's Jokic. Outside for Curry. Pass to George. And a miss there on the triple. The East trail by 15. In the corner, Harden. Oh, good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
James, the pass to Jokic. Outside for Curry. Here's James on the wing, George. Hits the three-point bomb. 9 points in the game so far.
Really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5, James changes games with his passing ability.
Now here's Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Knocked away. Stolen by George. And George with the stuff.
Well, we talked about, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Harden finds Tatum. Tatum setting the pick for Harden. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Jokic. Yep, that one goes in there.
Hey, even by NBA standards, Jokic is a mountain of a man. 6'11", they list him at 284. That's almost 1/7 of a ton, folks. The Joker can handle whatever contact he embraces.
Here's Harden, following the basket by Jokic. Harden dishes to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Williamson is screen on George. And Williamson throws it down.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength, just so lethal.
Now here's James. He's got 10. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. James has got 7 now in this quarter. Now a timeout called by the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jokic. Simmons comes in for Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown's checked in for George. And it's Damian Lillard in for James. A big group substitution here for the East. Vucevic checked in for Williamson. Dean comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mitchell, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Conley in for Irving. Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
An elite defensive threat and presence. Simmons understands exactly how to use his body to position himself for excellent defense.
Here's Vucevic. Hands it from downtown.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And Lillard kicks to Simmons. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Mitchell with it. Lillard picks him up. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
The West leading by 17. Curry passes to Simmons. The West again cannot hit. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Now the pass to Conley. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Here's Vucevic. Nice D from Sabonis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
The East making a switch. Randall's checked in. That one misses for Simmons. Mitchell wide open. Off target with his three. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brown outside. At the top of the key, Curry. Simmons on the wing. Outside for Curry. Over Mitchell. The shot by Curry, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kick out to Levine. Misses the three. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the West All-Star with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Bradley Beal. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Embiid, and it's Irving in at the one spot. Brown finds James. No good on the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And it's Leonard missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the West All-Star. 22 is their biggest lead. And LeBron throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
The East trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Embiid. There's the feed to Leonard. And good that time.
Intelligent ball movement that time from Embiid, getting it to a guy with a better shot.
James dishes to Antetokounmpo. James kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to James. Down low, Jokic. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Jokic.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Embiid, the pass to Beal. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Hall's checked in. The West leading by 17. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Beal. Bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got 17.
This game, another feather in LeBron's cap, and by now he's got a lot of feathers in a lot of caps. What a night.
Beal, the pass to Embiid. Back to Beal. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Doncic. Plays it up and banks it in. And the West leads by 20.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
Williamson is checked in for the East. James Harden comes in for Bradley Beal. To the paint. Here's Giannis. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Harden with a screen on LeBron. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, superb shot blocker. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection.
Jokic kicks to LeBron. Irving against Paul. 5 on the clock. Here's LeBron. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Boy, this is how effective LeBron is in close. Just takes his time, never in a rush, and exploits holes in the defense.
The shot's good from Irving.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Jokic finds Doncic. Back to Jokic. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Doncic from the arc. Traps in the tray. Doncic has got 8.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
Now here's Harden. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And another 3 from the East.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Some nice passing here by the West. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 19. And it's off from 3-point range. LeBron passes to Antetokounmpo. And here we go. The East with a fast break. Harden's got the ball. Misses from close range. The West leading by 19. LeBron outside. Launches it. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
You know, the strategy used to be in defending LeBron, make him shoot jump shots, long jump shots. He's countered that strategy by becoming a knockdown three-point shooter.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Antetokounmpo finds Paul. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The East trail by 19. Irving passes to Williamson. Irving attacking. LeBron with the block. Paul right side. And here's LeBron outside. And Embiid pulls it down. Outside Irving. Over Jokic.
And Paul is known as a dogged defender, somebody who gets right up in the face of whoever he's on.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. West All-Stars lead by 19. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Ben Simmons down out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Paul George, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Conley, the pass to Vucevic. Beal deciding where to go with it. Conley against Curry. Vucevic.
All the reach you need to throw it down there. Vucevic making it look easy.
Conley against Curry. Outside, George. Brown outside. Passes it to Curry. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Brown kicks to George. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Leonard. The pass to Beal. Jacks up a 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. The West leading by 22. Curry dishes to Simmons. Gobert down low. Vucevic on him. Hits George on the wing. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And that's superb concentration. It takes a lot to distract George once he's got position inside.
Conley against Curry. Conley, the pass to Beal. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Brown finds George. Back to Brown. Now here's George. He's defended by Randall. George with the bucket. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving the scoring right now.
And it's in there.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Curry attacking. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
Over to the left wing. Conley with a wide open look. And another 3 from the east.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
The shot by George, wide open. Outside for Simmons. Takes a 3. George, no good. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. Here's Conley, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now a timeout called by the East. So for the West, Jokic has checked in for Gobert. Giannis comes in for Simmons, and LeBron's subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the East. Jason Tatum comes in for Randall. The East trail by 20. Leonard on the wing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The West leading by 20. Here's James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the West All-Stars.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Mike Conley.
And, you know, this guy simply does not age. LeBron remains a dominant force in this league despite being in the league since 2003.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Curry kicks to George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. George has got 12 now in this quarter. Irving looking over the floor from 12 feet out. Embiid, the pass to Irving. And stolen by LeBron. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And there it is for him.
You see why they go to Embiid in close. I mean, he's more than capable of getting it in the hoop.
James outside. On the wing, Giannis. Again, the West All-Star.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to Tatum. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Embiid.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Now, here's Jokic. Antetokounmpo finds James. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And some changes here for the East. Williamson is checked in for Joel Embiid. And it's Conley in for Kawhi Leonard.
Mike Conley.
And he can't get the first one.
LeBron James at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. And here are the East All-Stars now. Now Irving. He feeds it to Williamson. Over LeBron. Conley for 3. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Luka Doncic. He's checked in for the West. And here are the East All-Stars now. A nice shot by Tatum.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Now here's Curry. Beal with the steal. 41 seconds left in the fourth. Conley with the 3. That shot is off. And the West will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. It's good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Irving. And here's Conley outside. Buries it from three-point range.
For 3.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
The shot by Curry, no good. Here's Conley. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.